They done gave the wrong girl a platform on my mama. Faith Friday. When you become too male-centered, I'm out of the conversation. Man, Faith Fridays, tune in, man. Shout out to my mama and my daddy. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Faith Fridays. I know, I am late. Y'all are probably watching this, and it's almost Saturday. Y'all probably watching this, and it just turned Friday. I'm sorry, but like Beyonce, I am here. Let's just jump into it this week. Now, I know we have an empty seat right here. I know that I told y'all that I wanted to have a co-host this week or a potential guest this week, but just my schedule this week has been so hectic. I haven't been able to find anybody or get any follow-up with anybody that was able to work throughout the week. So I'm gonna have to start filming. I'm gonna have to do a double film week, which means that I'm gonna have to film a podcast either on the weekend to get a guest on here. But I'm working on it, so I do apologize. We're gonna do sipping tea a little bit early, y'all, because it's just been that type of day. Or we're gonna do the sip. We'll get to the tea a little bit later. Before we jump in, I just want to again, thank you everybody that was texting me and hit me up today, asked me what the podcast was, and thank you everybody that's been tuning in. I'm so sorry I'm late, but let's jump into the topics. Before we do that, one more thing. Go ahead and follow all my socials. That's going to be right at the bottom of this page. My Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok, my X account if you're nasty, and my Facebook. Interact with your girl at any time in the video. Drop some comments, drop some likes, drop some commentary. Let's have some communication. I am still, like I said, I'm still looking into someone to be on the podcast with me to have an interactive conversation. I know y'all would love it. I would love it. I want it to get heated. I want it to get real. I want to have that other opinion. I want somebody that probably do agree with me or don't agree with me. We shall see. So the topics this week, let's just go ahead and jump into it. The first one is, what's the dating timeline? And this is look, we get good this week. I'm taking the panties off. I'm sorry. I'm taking it off. I'm going in raw. We just got to do it. What is the dating timeline after a spouse passes? Or is it subjective to the person? I know in a total range, it kind of can be subjective because it could be a spouse of a couple weeks. It could be a spouse of a couple years. It could be, y'all could be newly dating or been together 50 years. So I know it's subjective to some people based on the timeline. But in my opinion, I don't know. I don't know if I could be with somebody every day, all day. Like, this is my spouse, like my real spouse, my husband, my whatever, or my long-term boyfriend. And then they so happen to pass away unexpectedly or expectedly. And I'm just dating a month later, pregnant a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later. I just don't know how you can grieve about one person and then have a baby with another. Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Let me know. No shade. No shade. No shade, but I'm sorry. If your spouse passes and you so quick to jump into something right after that, within that same year, it makes me feel like, baby, you already had something going on. I'm sorry, like, no shade. We getting into it tonight. We're getting into it tonight. So, I just feel like, me personally, like, let's be real about the situation. Did you already have something going on? Was y'all already on the outs? Was you already cheating, girl? Like, just let us know. Like, we're not going to judge you, Scott's honor. We're not going to, I don't even know how to do the Scott's thing. But we're not going to judge you. Just be real. Did y'all already have something going on? I just feel like, oh my God, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. I don't know nobody that is so far in love with somebody, and if something was to happen to them, they just jump into something else. But it happens. It happens. It happens. So if you jump into another relationship, are we still like helping you grieve? Are we still like checking on you? Like, are you still grieving? Are you trying to get over him? I don't know. I don't know. No shade. Drop it in the comments right now. What's your opinion? Do you feel like there is a specific timeline for dating, or get in another relationship, serious or unserious, after a spouse passes. My personal thing, I would say my timeline will probably be a year at least. I feel like at minimum a year is a good thing, because I mean, you've grieved, you probably celebrated the first birthday without them, anniversary without them, Christmas, you probably celebrate a few holidays without them, and then you're just trying to, after a year, I feel like, okay, I'm just trying to get out the house, I'm just trying to do something, so I'll say a year. I'm not gonna, we are all grown, so we have needs, so I'm not gonna say you can't get your rocks off. You may got a little old flying, little some, but I just feel like stepping back out into the dating, I feel like you should give it some time, because Christmas may come and you may go to that man's family house, and how your new boyfriend gonna feel about it? Especially because we know that dating and becoming intimate with someone could cause, conception, things like that nature. Do we want to be pregnant in the same year? No shade, I promise, it's no shade. But yeah, next topic, top of the top, drop it in the comments, man. What's y'all timeline on dating someone after a spouse passes away? A spouse, not an ex. Now, if it was your ex, I ain't talking about you. I'm not talking about you. If yo was your ex and y'all still was creeping on low and they passed, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the person that was your man on April 2nd, and on April 3rd, he kicked the bucket. I'm asking y'all. Boom. I feel like every podcast I kind of speak on parents. I think that's kind of always one of my topics. And I can't help it, y'all. I'm a parent. So I be want to know other parents or other people's point of view about parenting. I cannot help it. I'm a mom. So I be want to talk about it, because we are in a generation where y'all some deadbeat parents. Like, no shade. Like, we have a lot of deadbeat parents in this generation. A lot. Y'all, we are in the only generation that I can think of currently at the top of my head that has so many issues with our parents for their poor parenting, or for what we feel like they should have done or could have done. But we don't take that own accountability when it comes to our kids. This generation is so stuck on, my mom hurt me and my dad hurt me and I am going through all of this, but hey, I cussed my son out because I was cussed out, and I beat my daughter because I was beat. Anywho, y'all gotta figure it out. So the next thing is this generation of parents. How do you feel about them? I am sorry. I don't know how y'all feel. I would love to hear how y'all feel. I am truly disappointed. I am truly disappointed in this generation of parents in its entirety. I'm not excluding you. I'm not excluding you too. And I'm not excluding you. I am completely, and even in myself, in some things in myself, like, I'm going to keep it real. We're going to keep it funky. Even in myself, I'm disappointed in myself in some of the things that I, not so much I'll say allow my son to do, but that I allow my son to get away with. And I'm going to chalk that up to, I'm a young mom. Like, I'm a young mom. I'm not saying I'm a cool mom. I'm saying I'm a younger mom. So a lot of times my immaturity seeps through my parenting. I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens. Like, I'm literally kind of sort of like, I was a mom before I was even able to buy tobacco products. Like, no shade. Like, I was a mom before I was able to legally purchase tobacco products. So I have my childish moments as a parent, and I'm working on it. And do I feel like you should always be serious as a parent? I'm not saying that, but what I feel like is y'all just take it a little bit too far with the nonchalantness. Like, people want to walk around here being their kid's friend. I am not my son's friend. My son called me, like I think I said it before, my son calls me his best friend because I'm always there for him. Like, he literally knows I don't got nobody, I got mama. But I'm not my child's friend. I'm your mom. Like, I'm your mom. Yes, I want you to be able to come to me, but come to me as your mom. And a lot of people, a lot of these parents in this generation, I feel like y'all are trying to be y'all children. Y'all trying to friend so hard that the parenting is falling beside the wayside. I'm not smoking with my son. I'm not taking shots with my son until he's of the legal age to drink. I'm not partying with my son and my homegirls and my homeboys and my man and his homeboy. I'm not doing that. Y'all out here going to the club. It's people in this city that I live in out here going to the club with their daughters, with their children. You're in the club and your daughter in the same club. You have naked, she half naked. The same man that's trying to talk to your daughters and slept with you. It's sick. Like, and then y'all be telling these men. That's another thing. Y'all be telling these men, oh, y'all so sick. Y'all know we grew up together, or you watched my daughter grow up and you try to talk my daughter. I mean, you're bringing your daughter to the club at 17, 18 years old. And don't get me wrong. Hold on. Sip of tea. And before I get into it, please follow all my socials on the screen right here. We're on YouTube. So all you gotta do is swipe up and go to all these socials that's on the screen. Tap, like, follow, subscribe. Get in with your girl. That's what I was saying. Y'all cannot bring your young daughters that's either barely of age or of age to the club with grown men and then get upset with the grown men that you probably slept with back in the day and trying to sleep with your daughter. Why is you here? Why is you here? Y'all put y'all grown daughters on social media twerking and shaking their rumps, but then get mad when the grown men that y'all slept with back in the day is trying to see what that feel like. And no, I'm not justifying their actions. I'm just speaking the real. We cannot over-sexualize our children and then get mad when men sexualize them. It starts at home a lot of times. So, my opinion, faith opinion, the moniker, whatever they say. I just feel like I'm just truly disappointed in this generation of parents. Like, y'all are a mess. Y'all a mess. Y'all a mess. We a mess. We a mess. Drop down below. How do you feel about this current generation of parents? Let your girl know. Let me know. I may be wrong. I may be overthinking it. I may be wrong. I've only been a mama for 8 years, so pray for me. Let me know. Lastly, what I want to get into is relationships. Something that we love to talk about. Well, I do. It's all that matters. Relationships. Long distance relationships. Y'all quiet. I hear crickets. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about long distance relationships. How do y'all feel about it? Before I speak, let me say it. Before I speak, let me check myself out. Before I speak, let me know. How do y'all feel about long distance relationships? Let your girl know. My opinion. Let's sip the tea. Okay, we can sip the tea. I'm 27. I'm 27. If I was to meet a guy tomorrow, would I be okay with entering into a long distance relationship if he stayed in a different city, different state? I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I'm at the age where my partner got to be here. My partner got to be in the vicinity. But y'all let me know in the comments, hey, my partner got to be here. My partner got to be here. And it's not an insecure thing. It's not I'm trying to keep up with you thing. It's a simple, and I'm going to hold y'all hands when I say this. It's a simple, like, I am just so in a state right now. The person that I'm with, I need you here. Like, if you started off here and good things happen to where we have to separate to become better or more stable or things like that, I feel like we can work our way into that. But the initial bond, I need you here. But hey, y'all may think differently. That's why we're here. That's why we're here to talk about it. That's why we're here to get into it. Y'all may think differently. Y'all may think I like my partner, you know, a distance away. It's fun. Like it's fun to travel to them and see new things and get to know new places. And some people wanna move. Some people don't want to be in the city they grew up in or the city that they're in their whole life. Some people got the traveling pants. I see it every day. I see so many people do it every day, where they, you know, move for the person they love. Nothing's wrong with that. Me personally, I feel like at the beginning of the relationship, I do need you here. I've tried dating people long distance. It never works out. And I feel like it's the same thing from a man's point of view. They need their partner there. They need their partner there. I don't know. Y'all let me know. That's my time, y'all. I definitely thank y'all so much for tuning in to Faith Fridays. Once again, I can't apologize enough about my tardiness, but I hope that I wasn't too tardy for the part, and I still brought y'all a great show. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, tap into all my socials. We talked about this generation of parenting. We talked about long distance relationships. And we also covered timeline of dating after a spouse passes away. Please, please, please interact with this video. Repost it. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. It's your girl, Faith Friday.